folks, Mr. Garry here from GBL, the old church, 5 Acre Homestead. Myself and my sidekick DeWalt. We're here today to do an unboxing, to do a product assembly, and to actually do a product review, a testing of this Greenworks electric pressure washer. It's a 2300 PSIs, it's electric as I said, and we are going to unbox it now in the next few seconds. I have all of my necessary safety gear here. I have my safety glasses and my safety gloves. I have a hard hat, which I'm going to don right now. And we're going to actually unbox this package right now. I have my, my trusty utility knife, so we'll get at the unboxing and reveal what's inside this cardboard carton. Okay, so this is, as I said, the Greenworks Pro 2300 PSI electric pressure washer kit. Everything should be included in this cardboard package. And as I said earlier, I also have all of my various tools, the majority anyway, that I think that I'll need to actually assemble this pressure washer. Now, using my utility knife, right here, folks, let's open this cardboard package. Okay, making sure that I cut away from myself, Mr. Garry. Don't cut toward yourself. We don't want any accidents. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, I think I've got that cut enough that I can actually get it open here now and reveal the contents to you. And once I get it all out, I'm going to lay it all out here on this deck anyway. This deck that does need to be pressure washed. And the railing system as well really needs a good pressure wash. And I'm going to take it out, as I said, and throw some things down on the deck. The instructions is there, and that's one of the very first things that I'm going to do. I'm going to read through all of the instructions very soon, but I'll just lay them right there for now and take the various components out. Okay, there's the nozzles. It looks like there's probably 4 nozzles there. Okay, and okay, now I might have to put this camera down. There's the wand. There's the pressure wand right there. We'll lay that down on the deck as well. And I'm probably, as I said, there's a cord. I'd say it's attached to the actual machine. Okay, there's another part that attaches to the wand. Okay, let me get it all out. Okay. And lay it down. Hopefully it don't go down through some of the seams in the floor. Now, there's one of the wheels. Okay, these wheels, these are plastic. Some of the older models of these pressure washers had wheels like on wheelbarrows. They were rubber and they had to, you had to have air to put in them. These are solid plastic, which I think is a good thing because you don't have to worry about the tires deflating and then having to find a hair hose and go and refill them. So that's a good thing, I think. We'll see. Okay, let me see if I can get some more parts out of this package. Okay, there's a sprayer that can go on the end, the nozzle for putting some soap in. Okay, now I think I'm going to have to lift this out of here, folks. I think I can tilt this box down on its side here on this table and see if I can get the rest of the contents out of this box. This pressure machine is a bit on the heavy side. Okay, there's some mechanical devices, some pieces. Put on during the assembly. Okay, let me get her out of there. Okay, I'll take my time. Okay, now I'm going to lay her down here onto the deck. Nothing else in the cardboard box, so let me get that out of the way. And lay that over there, Mr. Garry. Okay, I'm getting the various components and parts for this pressure washer. Okay, there's the hose, and I do believe it is 100% kink resistant, so that's a good thing. I wish there was a handle on this. It is actually I just threw the handle over there. This is almost a 2-person job. Okay, some more components there. There you go. I'm going to assemble this, as I said. This pressure washer. Okay, I'll put that cardboard and that plastic bag over in the box right there and see if we can start assembling this pressure washer. The entire contents, folks, of the cardboard package is laid out here now on this deck that really needs to be pressure washed. And hopefully we'll do that very, very soon. But first things first, here's the package containing the instructions, the manual. And let's look inside to see what's contained in there. I do believe there is a 3-year manufacturer's warranty with this machine, so that's a great thing. Okay, so there's the owner's manual. Lots of safety tips in here, and lots of tips on how to actually use the Greenworks Pro 2300 PSI electric pressure washer. Okay, this one here is actually the installation instructions, or the assembly instructions for putting this machine together. And the instructions do come in several languages, and we need the English. Okay, so let me see if I can find the instructions here for installing the wheels. We'll start there. Okay, so as I said, it's a very large sheet, and the instructions for assembling the wheels is right here. So we're going to go through that. And very simply, insert the axle through the wheel. Now let me see if I can find the axles. Okay, so here's the axles. I got two of those, obviously. So here's the 2 axles. They go through the wheels, and just like that, and they go through just like that. Okay, it's very, very simple. Okay, so it says insert the axles through the wheel, the frame, and the unit, and then a washer. Insert the cotter pin. Okay, let me see if I got the washers and the cotter pin in this package right here. Let me see. I don't want to lose anything down between the boards on my deck, so I got to be very, very careful of that. Okay, these washers are here, and so are the 2 cotter pins and a couple of screws. They're going to be needed shortly, I'm sure. See that? I just dropped one of the cotter pins. Okay, if you're not sure, this is what a cotter pin actually does look like. And of course, this is what a washer looks like. Now, we're going to assemble the wheels first. And let me turn the unit on its side. And we're going to put the axle through, like it says, like that. And it says to do that, I just want to look at the diagram. Okay, I got to put the washer there first. Okay, so follow the instructions, the washer first, and then it goes through, and then the cotter pin goes through, and they're very easy. A lot of devices with wheels come with these cotter pins, barbecues and all things like that. So very simple done. Let's turn her around and repeat that process with the second wheel. Okay, washer, cotter pin, wheel, here it is. And okay, don't drop it, Mr. Garry. Okay, washer first, wheel, axle, and the cotter pin. And okay, very simple. I have the 2 wheels on now. Now I'm going to turn this bad boy down the way it's supposed to, like this. Move the cord out of the way. I do believe that the extension cord, the plug-in cord, the electrical cord is 35 feet long, and the kink-resistant, the kink-free high pressure hose, water hose, is push-on. So it pushes on really easily and off really easily. And this one is 25 feet long. And you can buy extensions for those should you wish to do so. Now, let's see if we can put the handle on this bad boy, because I do believe that's the instructions next. So here's the handle. It's covered in bubble wrap. I'll save that for later on the night when Miss Betty and I are watching a movie. And I will annoy the life out of her by depressing some of those. Now, make sure that when you put this on, it goes on, I'm guessing it goes on like this. The twisted part of the handle faces away from the back. And there's just little push tabs that go down and lock the handle in place. And you know it's in place when the little piece comes out through. There you go. So the handle is on. Now there's also an assembly that goes on the side, the back side of the handle. And I think it goes sort of like this. Okay, so we'll get that on there. And that goes on with some screws, I do believe. Okay, so we'll take care of all that. There's some handles there that for winding up the, these are some, let me just have a look and see what these are. Okay, so these are little plastic pieces that go on also for the, for winding up the hose. So they're there. So we'll assemble that. We'll make sure we put this on. This is a little plastic piece that holds all the nozzles. There's 4 there. Plus there's also a package there. What did I do with that? I saw that there a few minutes ago. This one here, okay. Here's another eye pressure valve. Okay, and that's what that other slot is for, because it's there for 5, so that one goes there. Okay, so like that. Okay, so now that we have the wheels attached and we have the handle attached, we are now going to attach the display shelf for the various nozzles. There's 4 there plus the turbo one. So we've got all 5 of them there. I'll explain these to you once we get a little bit further along in this assembly process. But for now, we just need to line up the holes in the handle for this assembly piece. Okay, and it's all, the holes are there. There's only one way this will go. It doesn't go the other way around because it screws as to, okay, get in there, Mr. Gary. Okay, you see they're a little bit off. So you got to work with it a little bit. Okay, it's on this side. And that last one needs to be lined up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Now it's lined up. Now there's a little package here containing 4 screws. So they need to be attached with a Phillips screwdriver or a drill bit in a drill. And that's what I have. So I'm going to start them with my finger first. And then I'll use my, my drill here. Okay, and don't over tight because this is only plastic, folks. So just take your time, and when you're drilling with a drill, you'll feel and you'll know when you've reached the point where you shouldn't drill anymore. There you go. 2 more to go. And like I said, start it off with your finger and thumb, and then just drill it in. Now, 1 more to go. Start it first, and then drill away. Now there's a couple of more screws there, and we'll use them very shortly. There is a handle for the wand, and that's this one right here, and that goes just like that. And there should be a bag with 2 more screws into it. And here it is. So let's put on the handle for the wand, and we'll have that done. And that's, again, very simple to do. There's only one way for it to attach. Okay, and you can start that by hand as well. And that's threaded. So get in there, buddy. Okay, get you started, and I'll get the second one in. And then I'll tighten up with the drill bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, a couple of more things assembled. We're getting near the end. Now, we still have the assembly for the hose. So we'll figure that out. I do believe it goes over here. 1 points down and 1 points up. And these have to go first. These right here. So we'll put these on. And that comes with 2 screws and some rubber washers, I do believe. Yeah, they're heavy. No, they're steel. Just that these are painted washers. Okay, so they go on as well. So let's get them on. We are now going to attach the assembly piece for rolling up and keeping the hose nice and neat and tidy rather than laying all over your garage floor. So it goes up here, coiled up really, really neatly. Okay, so how this goes is that there's a hole in the handle, and the washer and the screw goes in through that hole. Okay, like that. And then it goes on to this assembly piece right here. Let me bring this in a little bit closely to show you how it all fits together. Okay, so it fits together like that. The screw comes out through the end, and then the screw goes into a threaded piece right here on the handle. And again, don't over tighten it because it's only plastic material, and you can easily strip. This stuff. So again, just to be sure, the washer goes on the bolt The bolt goes down through the handle and the net goes in through there, and you can wiggle it so that it falls through, and then this green piece goes on. Now, something different. The bottom one points down and the top one points up. Okay, that's important to do that. And then we can use my drill bit to tighten that. Okay, so now the hose, which is right here, and as I said earlier, I do believe it's 35 feet long. And I'm just going to take it now and I'm just going to wheel it up on that piece that I just assembled there. Okay, and it takes the hose and puts it in a nice neat place on the pressure washer. Okay, we're almost there, folks. We're almost there. The final stage or part of this assembly for this Greenworks 2300 PSI electric pressure washer involves attaching the kink-free hose, the 25-foot hose, the wand, and the various nozzles that are up here now on display. And I'm going to have a final chat with you about those nozzles very, very soon. So stay for that, folks. But I want to talk to you now a little bit about attaching the wand and the hose. There are 3 connections that are threaded, and the various parts click together as opposed to also being threaded. And these all have safety caps on them. These 3 that you see right here, those caps come off very, very easy. They are to protect the treads, of course. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to be attaching the hose. And again, as I said, we'll have a final chat about the various nozzles. And Mr. DeWalt and I, we want to talk to you a little bit about safety. The wand, the wand extension, the little cap comes off, as I said, very easily. Okay, and it threads very, very comfortably and easily into the wand. Just twist it in. Now, if you want to, you can get a thumb wrench or some kind of a pair of pliers or voice grips or something and tighten it up. But hand tight should be good enough for that. Okay. And now the various nozzles will go on there. We'll talk about that shortly. The wand itself goes attached to the hose. Both ends of the hose are the same. The attachments are the same. So we're going to take the string that keeps the hose together off. So we'll do that. Okay. A couple of more pieces. Be careful not to cut the hose, of course. So always cut away from your folks. That is one of the safety tips that's very, very important. Always cut away from yourself. Now, we're going to attach one end of this hose to the Greenworks machine. I'll take the cap off. Now, I'm going to have to work a little bit to get it off, but it should come off fairly easy. Okay, there we go. The cap is off. And again, we're just going to push it on and hand tight. Hand tight. And that should be good. The other hand, of course, goes into the wand. And let's unreel this this hose. And one more more safety cap to protect those threads. So we'll take that off, and then we'll attach that to the wand here. And again, hand tight. Okay, now for all intents and purposes, this machine is complete, except for one thing. I have this little metal hanger here, and I was dumbfounded for a while as to where it went. And I searched through the large sheet of instructions, couldn't find how to attach. So then I went through the user's manual, and further in on page 7, and this is half of this book is French. So I went in on page 7 and I found where this goes. Now I'll show you where it goes. It goes attached up here. There's a couple of slots for it, and do I have that put in there right now, Mr. Garry? Okay, here it goes. Let me do that correctly now. It goes in there like that, and then it clicks in behind. A couple of clips there. There you go. There's one, and there's two, and that's for hanging. That's for hanging the blue hose, the high pressure hose. The wand, of course, will go there like that, and then the hose will get coiled up, get wound up right there on that little metal bracket. Okay. There's also a soap dispenser, an external soap dispenser that you can put onto the hand of the wand, like that. Now, there's also a soap compartment or attachment right here that you can also fill up. I don't use this because what happens is if you put soap in here, then the soap gets into the eye pressure hose and it leaves a residue in there when you're putting it away, and it gets slimy inside and smelly and all that kind of stuff. It's best to put your soap in this external soap dispenser and attach it to the end of the wand, and then when you're done, take it off, clean it up, put it away for the next time, as opposed to leaving soapy water in here that's going to get smelly and slimy and all that kind of stuff. So you do not have to use this soap dispenser, so keep that in mind. Use the external one instead. The Greenworks 2300 PSI electric pressure washer comes with 5 nozzles, 5 spray nozzles that attach to the tip of the wand, and here they are very conveniently on a shelf, on a rack at the top of the machine itself. Now, they are organized from right to left in terms of degrees of spray, and the very first one is the yellowish one, and it attaches very easy. It comes out of its slot and it attaches to the wand. You just pull back and it should attach very, very easily. Okay, it needs 2 hands for that, but it does attach very, very easily. So that one is 15 degrees and it shows the spray pattern. The next one is 25 degrees and it shows the spray pattern as well. The next one is 40 degrees and it shows the spray pattern. The next one is for the soap. You attach it to the end of the wand. If you're using the internal soap compartment, if you're going to be using this soap one, you will not need, okay, you will not need that soap nozzle that's right there in the on display in the compartment right there. And then of course is the turbo one. Now in the next video, in part 2 of this video, we're actually going to try out this Greenworks machine, and we're going to pressure wash this deck. So come back for that very, very soon. Now, DeWalt and I, we're going to share some safety tips with you. DeWalt and I, we want to talk to you about safety. Safety is very, very important. It is first, it is foremost, it is first and last, and always, folks. Mr. Garry is a retired shop teacher, high school shop teacher, and a health and safety instructor as well. So I know and I'm very concerned that always, safety is first and foremost in my mind whenever I use power tools and equipment and whenever I do these unboxing. And DeWalt is always there in these types of videos to remind me and you of how important it is to value safety. It can save your life, folks, if you just take a few moments and read the manual that comes with this Greenworks 2300 PSI electric power washer. And for any electrical device or any power tool, always read the user's manual. Now, in terms of safety, these machines are electric, so there's power, there's electricity, and you need to be very, very careful around any device that uses electricity, especially these guys, because they're also used around water, and water conducts electricity, and you can easily get electrocuted if you're not careful. This device comes with a built-in GFCI ground fault circuit interrupter that, should it be exposed to water around the connections, it will automatically shut out, and that's a really, really good thing. But don't ever take it for granted that that's working. Always in the back of your mind, think safety. These devices should never be operated by children or by anyone that lacks the experience or knowledge in terms of how to use them or have not received any previous instructions from somebody like Mr. Garry, who was a safety instructor. So there you go. So that's very, very important. The electrical safety rules are in here and precautions. So go ahead, if you're buying one machine like that, to read your manual, read any other type of safety device, and of course, make sure you watch this video completely through. Share it with any of your friends who's deciding, thinking about buying one of these machines or some other similar device or some other type of power or electrical device. In part 2, which is coming up very, very soon, we're going to actually try this out And I'll talk a little bit more about safety, about using extension cords and outdoor plug-ins and cords dragging the ground in puddles of water and all that kind of stuff. So you'll want to be very, very careful. And pay attention to the next video, part 2, in this unboxing, assembling, and operation of the Greenworks 2300 PSI electric power pressure washer. There you go. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you tuning into our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow. Be sure to comment. Be sure to like. Folks, if you subscribe, you'll get notifications on your phone, on your computer, on your laptop when we upload another video. And we do videos here often, at least one, sometimes 2 or 3 a week. And very, very soon though, we're going to be doing, like I said, part 2 of this one, which is we're actually going to pressure wash this deck. It's going to be a big difference. In the final parts of this video, I'll just go around and give like a panoramic view of this deck currently, and then we'll get started with part 2. We're going to try out this device. Aren't we, DeWalt? We're going to check out to see if this Greenworks pressure washer is up to scratch. We'll see in part 2. So take care. Mr. Garry signing out. See you later, folks. Say goodbye, DeWalt. Goodbye, everyone, from DeWalt and Mr. Garry here at GBL, the old church, 5 Acre Homestead. So here's that promised before video showing the deck as it currently is. I did use a regular garden hose on this patio, folks, and on the railing system here. As you can see, some of the paint has been removed, and you can see some of the scales down around the ground here on the grass. Okay, so I did do a little bit of work, like I said, using the regular garden hose, and it did a pretty good job, but it wasn't as high pressure as what I hope that 2300 is going to be. So we'll see. The proof will be in the use, which we'll do very, very soon in part 2.